Welcome to Lina'S Tarot. This video is for Scorpio regarding their love for the month of May 2016. I want to let you guys know that I'm going to be having a May sale, so all readings via video is going to be $26. You can contact me at linas.tarot@gmail.com. Once again, all readings via video are going to be $26, and you can contact me at linas.tarot@gmail.com. I just want to take the time to say thank you guys for liking and thank you guys for subscribing. I love to read your comments. I know before, like, I've been so tied up with work and everything because I have a full-time job, and then I'm starting school again, so it's kind of like it's very, very hard for me to actually sit down and respond to all the comments that I get on YouTube. So I just want to take this time to tell you that since I'm free for this month of May, it is crazy because I've been trying to interact a little bit more with the people who comment and, you know, give me feedback. So I actually enjoy it. I'm actually doing it a little bit more. So every day, like whenever I get a free time, I'll just open up my laptop and then just really see what you guys are talking about. You know, listen to your guys' scenarios. Just enjoy the feedback and everything that everybody tells me. Like, I really didn't think it was going to be such a big, thing. I didn't think I was gonna get the subscribers that I got. I mean, I think the main thing with me is that I've been doing this for quite a long time, and I do it for just family and friends, and I didn't do it before professionally as far as like a job or anything like that. So that's why I work a full-time job and everything, and it's completely different than what this is, but I love this. You know, I haven't yet decided if I wanted to make this a full-time job, but one of the reasons is because I want to continue my education, and I feel like I've worked so hard for it that it's like for me to give up what I worked so hard for, it's very hard. So I'm kind of torn in between the two, but I love to do this, guys. I just want to take the time to say that I love to read your comments, and I'm going to start interacting with you guys a little bit more. Another thing too, I'm also going to create a Snapchat, so that way that for those of you who have Snapchat, if you don't, I know before I never had Snapchat, but one of my friends at work was like, hey, you got Snapchat? I was like, no. So they basically showed me how to use it, and now I'm like addicted to it. It's crazy. But I'm gonna make a Snapchat for my tarot website, and then I'm gonna just drop the link below and give you guys my usernames, because I want you guys to add me so that you can actually see me, and we can Snapchat back and forth, because I know a lot of the times, like here, I don't have an introduction video, which I'll start doing that. I'll try to work on doing one of those. And you guys really don't know, you know, the face behind the hands is something that I like to say. So I actually put a picture up for me as far as like my YouTube icon. You guys can add me on Instagram, Facebook. I'm gonna make Snapchat, so I got Twitter, so you guys can add me on all that so that you can see like the real person and who I really am, because I feel like I want to connect with you guys a little bit more on a more of a personal level. So I'm going to make a Snapchat, and then I'll be sure to just add it to every video for this month and then the following months to come. I just want to interact with you guys a little bit more, and I want you guys to know who I am, because a lot of the times I feel like I see a lot of the other tarot readers, and I feel like we don't really know them. So it's like a lot of the people don't want to give them a chance because they don't know who they are. Of course, I'm a young adult, so I'm not as older as the people that have these YouTube channels for 5 to 6 years. They tend to have a little bit more experience than we do because we're younger, but I feel like, and just because I'm a younger adult, I'm an adult because I'm 26, but I feel like they have more experience than us. But I really want to get personalized with you. I really want to get to know you guys on a personal level, and I want you guys to get to know me as well. So 3,000 subscribers so far, so hopefully you guys like, subscribe, share. I want to let you guys know that I'm going to be making other videos because I want to talk to you guys a little bit. So I don't want to really like get into it completely into this video because this is actually Scorpio, so I'm kind of like drifting off. But thank you guys for liking. Thank you guys for subscribing. My direct email is lina'S.tarot@gmail.com. So you guys can talk to me there. It's beautiful because I've actually met people that have the same birthday as me, which is amazing. I think it's like Divine Soul, if I'm not mistaken, or is that someone that I would talk to? Shout outs to you. Another thing I want you guys to, another person that I want you guys to check out as well. I'm going to make a direct video for her because I really, really like her. Her name, her YouTube channel is Temperate Star. I don't know if you guys have checked her out before, but a lot of the people that like tarot, you guys should definitely check her out. I know when I first started this YouTube channel, I used to always watch her. Like, I'm like ecstatic when she puts up a video. Like, I've always looked forward for her readings because I feel like she's like one of those persons that can really, really explain the scenario and what is really going on. Like, I don't know what it is about her, but I just love, love, love her videos. Like, I share them even on my regular Facebook and my regular Instagram, which is just, you know, my I should say my personal Facebook and my personal Instagram. So I have 2 Facebooks, 2 Instagrams. It's crazy. It's hard to keep up with, but somehow I manage it. So anyways, guys, I don't want to get off of my subject. This is a reading for Scorpio. But if you guys want to talk to me, you can email me or just comment below. I'm going to try to make like a chat room or something so that we can speak, because I love to listen to you guys' feedbacks and I love to listen to all your stories and I like to share mine. So it's a beautiful thing, guys. So don't forget to add me on Snapchat. I'm going to be making a Snapchat and add the link, so if you can just come back in a couple days or so and just, you know, hey, add me, maybe we can discuss, maybe we can, it's amazing because I've met people that live in Toronto and I've met people that lived in, like, it's crazy, like, what was the last person? Italy. And I met somebody else that lived in like New Hampshire, not New Hampshire, I'm sorry guys, Amsterdam. It's crazy, like, it's amazing. But anyways, so what I want to start by saying is that as I was shuffling the cards, I feel like your biggest message for this month is to realize that life is about trial and error. And I feel like sometimes a lot of us, we have regrets about things that we've done in the past, and we can't change our past and we can't take back our actions. But the one thing I can tell you is that my biggest message for those of you who are Scorpios for the month of May, forgive yourself for the mistakes that you made, because if we don't learn how to forgive ourselves, we're always going to live in this disappointment, this regret, even trying to relive the past. So I feel like the word I want to say is believe in yourself and know that we're only human and we make mistakes. So don't try to replay that situation in your head and try to think about all the things you could have done differently, because I feel like everything that we go through, it happens for a reason. Okay, so whatever we've done in our past or whatever regret we have about the past, and I feel it's mainly solely about like relationships. I feel like a lot of the Scorpios, the main thing with this is that you have to believe in yourself and you have to know that we all make mistakes, and there's no way that we can take it back, but we can't live in regret. Okay, we have to look at that situation, see the mistakes that we've made, and learn from them, because every situation that we go through, it is a learning lesson. Life is about growth. Okay, sometimes we might make a mistake and then 3-4 years later we realize, you know what, like, I shouldn't have handled that situation the way that I did, and I've grown so much as a person, and now I want to go back and try to fix it. And sometimes we can't fix what we've done in the past. It's kind of like we have to learn that we made that mistake and we have to live with it. We made it. We can go back, right our wrongs, tell the person that we're sorry. But at the same time, it's like you can't expect that other person to sit there and say, well, okay, you're coming back 4 or 5 years later and you want to tell me you're sorry, you know, let's start where it ended. You can't do that. You know what I mean? So what I'm trying to say is that if you want to go back and right your wrongs with a person because you have some type of regret with them, I just want to say that don't be disappointed when they don't feel the same way that you do. I feel like sometimes everything happens for a reason, and sometimes it might be too late for us to go back and say, hey, I'm sorry, let's pick up where we left off. Okay? You can't get upset if someone doesn't feel the same way that you feel. But I do want to say this, a lot of the times when things don't work out with certain people, I know that right after someone breaks up with somebody, they want closure. Like, they want to know what went wrong. And my biggest message for you guys is that you can't go back to somebody that you've hurt and say, you're demanding them to have a conversation with you. But I do feel like both parties on both sides do need closure. Sometimes our biggest thing and lesson in life is that we have to learn that sometimes we're not going to get that sorry. We're not going to receive that closure that we're looking for. Sorry, guys. A lot of the times, I feel like it's as if we always live in that thing like, that person never told me sorry. So I feel like if you go back and you want to tell the person sorry, know that when you go back, really mean it. Don't go back and say you're going to say sorry and you're sorry for whatever actions you've taken, and just because you feel like you're lonely or you have regret about it, go back and really mean it. That's what I want to say to you guys. Really mean it. So I feel like for the month of May, guys, my biggest thing with you is that there's regrets and there's things that you wish you could have done differently, but I just want you to know that grow from it. Look at that situation, take yourself out of the situation and really learn from it, because the biggest message is learning. And I know that we can't take back our actions and we can't change the things we've done, but it doesn't matter about the past because it already happened. What you need to worry about is the now, because right now is what matters. Okay? So I just want I'm sorry guys, I'm getting a scratchy throat. I don't know why that's weird, but just keep that in mind for the month of May, okay? So as you see, I'm doing a different spread. Normally I do the 9 cards, so I'm going to try this spread. So far, I've got good feedback on it. What I want to say is that the first card is the one in the bottom, which is this one. So this card right here signifies you, or Scorpio, more to say. So for the month of May, Scorpio, this is where I was getting from. This is what I felt, okay? So if you see this card right here, this card fell out the deck as I was shuffling it. Sometimes I'll take the card out if it has some type of significance, but when it is actually like a Scorpio or I'm doing an element, I do take the card out just so that I can read it to you guys. But I'm going to tell you something about you. So this card is on top. So this is basically, this card is the second card. So this is the nature of the relationship, or for those of you who are in a relationship or whatever you guys are going through. That's what this card is for, okay? Now this card right here, my message to you guys is that I feel like you guys are going to have you're in a grieving part. You're going through some type of grieving. You're going through some type of loss, regret. If you look closely, this guy that is standing here with this black cloth, he's looking at the cups that have spilling, okay? Looking at the cups that are spilled and not realizing that there's 2 cups behind him. So he's basically looking at everything that went wrong, not realizing the actual lesson within that situation. So that is what I was saying. I feel like you guys have a lesson, and you're grieving a loss, and you might have lost something, but at the same time, I still feel like you're not realizing that happened for a reason, and you need to learn the lesson out of that situation. Okay, yes, you might be growing through some type of grieving part, or you're just very disappointed about the past and the love. So cups are usually emotion, love. I feel more so sadness, like you're grieving over it and you're sad and you have some type of regret, so it's not letting you like heal. You're not going through any healing process, okay? So since this card came out as I was shuffling, for me, I feel like a lot of you guys might want to reconcile with somebody from the past. I feel like somebody from the past might possibly re-enter your life, and the only reason why I feel like that is because I feel like those of you are going to want to go back and say I'm sorry, okay? Not necessarily sorry, but you want to communicate with somebody from the past, and I feel like this card right here is the third card, which is your emotions. I feel like you believe in yourself. Remember, like I said, life is about trial and error, and I feel like you've learned your lesson now, and now you're gonna have that opportunity to rebuild yourself, and you're gonna want to start all over again and refresh again because you've had some type of regret about the past. The card that's on top of you, This card right here is the nature of the relationship. So this is, for me, I feel like those of you who might have struggled with, since there's pentacles on it, I have a couple scenarios with this card. This is the nature of the relationship. So for those of you who are in a relationship, I feel like as far as like financial goes, a lot of you guys might have financial insecurities. I feel like there's things there that are making some of the relation troublable. Maybe as far as like financial goes, you're not financially set. So it's kind of like one of those situations that you have where you're in a relationship with somebody, and as far as financial goes, you are not meeting their standards. Like possibly those of you could get thrown out or put to the side or separated because the financial is not meeting the other person's expectations. Okay, so another thing I do want to say, for me, for those of you who are grieving this disappointment, I feel like a lot of you guys might have been thrown out in the cold type of situation. I feel like for those of you who are grieving, I feel like it wasn't expected, but it was kind of like they put you out to fend for yourself type of situation. And I feel like this is the nature of the relationship. So this is one of the reasons why you're going through some type of grieving and hurt and sadness, and it's like a loss of some kind. I just feel like you're not really seeing the situation. I feel like a lot of you guys are hurt. See, if you look at this card closely, I'm pushing it closer to the camera. If you see, this guy is hurt, okay? So this person is walking away, and this person is trying to, like, it's limping, okay? So it's hurt. So I feel like you're more so of you're trying to bring back that past relationship is what I feel, is what I see. I feel like you were hurt, possibly thrown out in the cold, fend for yourself type of situation. And I kind of feel like a lot of you guys might feel like you don't really know why. But at the same time, it's kind of like you're not realizing that a lot of our actions have consequences. So I feel like a lot of Scorpios maybe might play like the victim, and I don't want to offend anybody, because a lot of the people will write and say, oh my god, I'm not that type of person, which this is just a general reading, guys. Anyways, I normally say that in the beginning of the video, but it's just a general reading, okay? So it might not resonate to everybody, so please watch your moon and or rising sign as well, okay? So I just feel like it's kind of like one of those situations where you need to know that you've made mistakes too. And I feel like a lot of you guys did make mistakes in the past, so that's one of the reasons why you have a lot of regret. That's probably one of the reasons why you've gotten thrown out into the cold, because I feel like it's a learning process. So as I look at this spread and think about it prior to actually recording, I feel like learning. Life is about trial and error, and learn from your mistakes. Figure out what it is that you really, really want, okay? So this card right here, again, like I said, so this is the second card. This is the third card. This is your emotions, okay? So what I was saying is that life is about trial and error again. I feel like you need to learn from your mistakes. This is giving you the opportunity to do some soul searching. Look for a deeper meaning. Maybe, yeah, we made mistakes. You could have made mistakes in the past and probably wasn't completely honest with the person, but ask yourself why you really weren't not honest with that person. Ask yourself, what is the disconnect from you and that person? Okay, do you really love that person? Is that person somebody you can see yourself with for the rest of your life? Because I feel like you have more, the biggest issue is going back to the person from the past. It's possibly because you have regrets about it and you can't forgive yourself. So learn how to forgive yourself and know that life's about trial and error. This is an opportunity to rebuild yourself, I feel like. Just look for a deeper meaning. Make sure that this is what you really want, okay, and who you really want to be with. The Hierophant is the hidden factors. Traditional. This is like a traditional card. What I want to tell you guys with this card is that again, sometimes we have to really look for somebody to help us. I feel like this is somebody that you really need to inspect everything, okay? Before you make a decision, really think about it. Think about it before you make a decision. Think about it before you re-enter somebody else's life or that person from the past life. Think about what you're doing before you actually go towards that person and want to approach that person. Okay, make sure you got all your answers and your replies together, and make sure you're not clouded, because I feel like a lot of you guys might be clouded. I'm running out of time, so this card right here is the outcome. This is a chance to rebuild yourself, okay? Rebuild yourself from the ground up. This is a rebirth of some kind. So this is your outcome, okay? So although you went through all this turbulence, I still feel like you got to learn the lesson out of it, and you will, okay? And it's going to go good in the end, because it's going to give you the opportunity to rebuild yourself from the ground up. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe, guys. Thank you so much.